4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Hello.
My name's Kate Kurd.
Marcus Bronzy. This is
Ain't Got a Clue. Well, the show where we don't have a clue. We don't assume we have a clue. We just say things. I've seen why there's so many racist accounts. It makes sense now on Twitter.
Go on.
So they've been exposing a lot of these racist accounts to be from India. Right?
So you think racist accounts in India?
No. Hold on. So this is how lazy we've become as a society.
Yeah.
We're even outsourcing our racism to India. It used to be call centers. Now we're outsourcing our racism to India. So you know how like they monetize posts now on Twitter?
Yeah.
So that money is nothing if you live in the West.
Okay.
But if you monetize your account and you live in South Asia, that money is worthwhile.
So you're saying that the media...
I'm saying this is what they've been seeing.
Well, I'm saying the words that you're saying, innit?
Yeah,
so you have said the words that like how many media companies and companies are outsourcing to India and other parts of Asia. They're saying that some racist people have thought it's cheaper for us to get our bots in India working for us.
It's not even bots, bro.
What?
It's so instead of like, so it'll be an Asian man back there, an Indian man back there going, hey, yo, I need to make a bit of money. And they've realized rage bait and racism is what it can be monetized really quickly.
Okay.
And it gets loads of traction online.
Have you smoked weed before today's episode?
No, I'm being real. Bro,
I feel like it should be 3 a.m. and there's a spliff in circulation.
So do you know what's so funny, right? From now on, when I get examples of it, I'll send it to you.
Okay.
There's been a few accounts that have been...
Dave.
No,
so I'm thinking the account. Dave.
There's been a few accounts that they've exposed for actually being Indian men behind it. It's like, say you live in one of those poorer cities in India, and you're like, you want to make a bit of money. Instead of going, let's start a podcast, you go, let's start a Twitter account and just share. Like,
that is
the
wild.
decline of the West, and then go.
Because if you follow the money, the good bit is that some money that has been stolen from India is making its way back to India.
Yeah.
But not much. But it's fueling racism.
So there'll be...
That's not good.
Yeah, but then there's some telltale signs, for example, like some of them give themselves away, where like they'll be like, some of the most beautiful places on earth, and then they'll put like Western things in an Indian place.
So what? So they have like Big Ben, London Eye, Taj Mahal.
Yeah. Something like that, innit? Or like, they'll be like, best foods in the world, Italian, blah, 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 and then they'll go, India. And then like, there's people going, nice try, buddy.
Yeah, heavy. I mean, if you want to draw out somebody who's trying it, you just got to cuss them in their own language, call them a benchod and see what they're saying, innit? See what they're saying back. Because if they're like, I'm sorry, what? I don't know what you took. Bench what? What was that?
100.
You call them a benchod like that,
benchod.
Hit them with that. And they're like, listen, motherfucker. Then you know that.
So there was that other guy, that Ian Miles Strong guy. Mm-hmm. Like he was always like, he was doing loads of videos going like, oh yeah, we need to get these immigrants out of our country, say in America. Mm-hmm. Whole time this guy lives in Malaysia.
Mad.
Malaysian guy sitting in his basement just going, the decline of America.
It's really interesting like how that there's that kind of whole, I mean, it's not interesting, it's just a bit messed up, but like I've realised like, and I've got mates that have moved out to Malaysia and they're spending time over there, but it's a lot of the reason why they go there is because it's cheaper there, isn't it? That's a lot of the reason why they go there.
Cheap?
Relatively, to live here than living here.
Oh, right.
To like have an apartment.
I know there's no
there.
tax.
Well, that makes it immediately cheaper. And they have got like visas for like digital nomads and stuff like that over there and stuff.
I hate that word, digital nomad. The phrase, sorry.
It's good marketing, isn't it?
Yeah,
so they've made it sound cool, innit? Like, I am a nomad. I come from a clan of nomads. I travel the land and I take my work with me. There is no place I can go without my laptop. No matcha tea and no matcha coffee. Will not be drunk when I am in town. I will pay overprice.
I will force locals out of their community.
Yes.
So I can live here.
Yes, I will Instagram hashtag every part of your area, thus bringing more of my nomad clan to your area. Yeah, man, it's very...
That's what I did to Bali, innit?
Pretty much. And I think, it's like, in case you guys don't know, because I'm coming... Whoopsie, 1 second, let me just make sure I'm plugged in. Boop. In case you guys don't know...
You're going to be saying that in about 20 years to your Neuralink. Let me make sure
I'm just plugged in. Yeah. Oh, my green link is loose again. And it broke again.
My Neuralink is looking funny.
Yeah, my Neuralink will be fine. It'll be my green link that's be out of service. Then,
my
backlink
will be fucked.
Pause. His backlink is going to be. You hear that? You heard it? Look, he's going to live a long life. Who knows? May experiment and have a backlink.
Honestly,
who knows how they're going to plug into that in the future?
If there's any spinal transplants, I'm on it.
A spinal transplant? That is mad.
There'll come a day where they'll get some metal spine. They'll just like...
It's already here, mate.
Adamantium or whatever.
Someone in my family's got a metal spine. They had a wonky spine. They fixed it and put metal bars in it. They like leaning against...
but that's like scaffolding.
They like leaning against a radiator on a cold day because it warms them up. I'm not joking.
I'm talking about like, Terminator shit.
Yeah.
Where like the back will be like electronic.
So you're talking like better than back.
Yeah, like it will be better than your actual bones. Like, like if you've got it, it's a sign of wealth.
Like back plus.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I hear that.
Extra storage.
Extra storage, extra weight. Yeah, can carry extra weight.
If you don't deadlift, you deadlift with using this and it's like, because it will just go, and you're like, oh shit. Like it will give you warnings. You
2
are
weeks
about
worth of shopping? No problem.
You are about to deadlift. You are about to deadlift.
1 second, let me put this on carnival mode. Okay, wait, not soca. No, that's too much. Slow down. Let's get, okay. Right, so in case you guys don't know, because I realised I had to explain like this to a mate that didn't know, the British Empire went to other countries and stole loads of resources and stuff and nice tasting things and foods and diamonds and stuff like that. It's mad, bro. It happened more recently than you might think, right?
Whoa.
So they went and stole them and took it all over here. So the money and resource and stuff is kind of all over here. So, and then when they got told to leave some of those countries, they did stuff like, when somebody might have, you probably don't know people like that because you roll in big circles, but if somebody has a car and they don't make their payments and they know their car's going to get taken, they may put stuff on their car to stop it getting clamped, or they might put things like sugar in the tank to ruin it. Or in the case of the British Empire, they might destroy water sources or put cement down drains and mash stuff up when they leave because, being told to leave a party isn't as nice as leaving when you want to.
A lot of Kurdish villages.
There we go.
He cemented up a lot of natural springs.
I wonder whose textbooks he looked at. I wonder if there was a playbook Saddam's going to go for. What playbook are you going to go for? You're going to be like, let's look at a man that's been doing this for years, isn't it? Yeah. And there was no YouTube then. So you just have to go off what other people did. So they did that. And then what's happened is a lot of those countries are like kind of had to clamber back to get themselves better again.
Well,
but
this is history of Marcus Bronzy.
That means that exactly. But prices are cheap there as a result of a few things around that. But what's interesting is people go back over there now for some chill time and then kind of take up the resources once again because they have all the money and these countries don't. So there's no problem with you going to Malaysia or Bali or whatever, enjoying yourself, but just be aware of the history. I had to explain that to someone. They were like, I didn't know that,
Singapore was one of those that was like a really poor country and then went pew, and now it's like,
oh yeah, India's got money now. China's got money.
Oh, China has got
paper.
I do you know what? This is why I love the internet, like places like TikTok and whatever. Yeah. And I'm aware TikTok is meant to be Chinese owned. So, but when I see videos of China, I'm like, yo, are these living in the future?
Yeah, they are, man. They are 100% living in the future.
Yeah, and I see their cars and I'm like, yo, yeah. I don't know. I do want to go to China. I never used to have like any like desire to go there, but of late I've seen so many videos of how futuristic their cities look. I'm like, I do want to see it for a bit.
I would be interested in how they accepted your skin tone out there because I know how they treat black people. I'm pretty sure how they treat me. I'm interested how they look at you.
So
and
one of my friends from Kurdish school, his brother moved out there for just to teach English for a bit.
Yeah.
Ended up loving it, married a Chinese girl, has got kids.
Wicked.
Let me tell you, there is no trace of Kurdish genetics in those children.
Really?
Those children.
You look at the kids, you look at him.
Are Chinese, bro. like when you're like, oh, what mix? There is no mix. Those kids look fully Chinese, bro. Those Chinese genetics are so strong, bro.
Love that.
It was just like, those kids, like, it was fantastic. But yeah, like,
do you know what's funny is if he's a mate of yours, I know that you've got to rib him at least once. Yeah, like, Riv, you sure those are yours? Yeah, yeah, they are definitely. Okay. Yeah,
I don't. Cool. I got a post. I know his older brother in it. Like, so I chat to his older brother a lot, but I don't see him. But
yeah,
I mean, I from a brief start, like Facebook every now and again when you log on and you see it and you're like, oh wow, okay, cool, that looks amazing. But yeah, it's like two little beautiful girls and you're just like incredible. But I think. I want to visit because I look at the Great Wall of China and I'm like, that doesn't gas me to go. Because I know once I get there, I'm like, what next?
Yeah.
Where do I plug this in?
Yeah.
Like, I'd much rather see the mountains and stuff like that. But that's like, then I want to go to Japan. But China is there's when you see like the trains going through a council estate, or I assume a block of flats, sorry, and it just looks mad. You're like, they're high-speed trains and stuff.
Yeah.
I read this article. I know it's a different place, but it made me laugh my head off. It was a news article being shared online in Japan where a train driver was profusely apologizing for a 30-second because it was 30 seconds late into the station, and every passenger got a refund.
Are you listening? Are you listening?
Every passenger got a refund, bro.
We know that a lot of MPs listen to this and watch this podcast. Listen, yeah? That's what we need to be aspiring to.
So here was the other thing, right, that I was thinking about. Because the other day, someone was doing a price comparison of how much it costs from like London to Manchester, I think it was. It was like £208.
Yeah.
And a flight to Venice cost like £40.
Mm-hmm.
And then you often think about how much that's affected us as a society in terms of how productive we are and how what's the best way to explain this? But basically, in Britain, like London is a mega city. But if it was cheaper to travel between different cities, do you reckon that there'd be a lot more economic prosperity in a lot of these other cities? If you could transport people, resources and stuff much cheaper, would we be in a situation where we could have like better, like bigger cities? And do you see where I'm coming from? And it's like, but through our own mismanagement, and
with my total ain't got a clue hat on, don't know what I'm talking about, and you was asking me that, we might have better produce here as well, because right now, if you're making an oyster in Scotland, they grow them. Yeah, they grow them. They've got farms.
Can I just say,
they make an oyster up there and they sell it. I've got to say, let me say it. They make way more money sending that overseas than they do sending that down to London. Do you know what I mean? I think we export 70% of our seafood. So you could be in Spain, this is not a joke, eating some seafood.
In English.
And it's come from England because we have the
only... Even though you can see the sea over there.
There we go. Because we have the only area that is has the right amount of stuff. You cannot make those kind of oysters.
Can we be honest?
Go on.
Oysters.
Marketing.
Bag of shit.
Marketing. 100%. 100%, right?
No one's got, like, when people go, ooh, I fancy, no, you never fancy some oysters.
Oysters are marketing 101. Yeah? Don't tell, right, can we start from the beginning, Kay? The outside of the oyster.
Trash.
What does that look like?
Bro, like some shell. What's this nonsense?
It looks like a brick that's been lying in the curb, broken, stepped on. It looks horrible. It looks like a piece of dead pavement.
Awful.
Right?
If you had a tile that colour, you'd be like, I'm not on it.
Andrew, when have you gone into a kitchen and gone, that's nice. No, never. You're right. 100% right. I don't know any kind of oyster, outside of the oyster we're talking about, any kind of oyster colouring that works, yeah? I've probably made that colour, yeah? When I've had a few Guinness or a heavy bit of lamb, yeah? And I'm just saying, and lamb don't work with me like it works with others. You get me, yeah? Cool, I get it. But, that's just what it is. It's a pebble dash effect, should we say, of sorts.
And then the inside of what you get, where they're like, oh yeah, this is like, first of all, you got to like package it all with ice and stuff as well.
Yeah.
Just to make sure it stays cold.
So to make sure it doesn't become putrid.
Yeah.
Let's be honest, Kay. Let's double down on that. You put it in ice to make sure it does not putrefy, and then you transport it.
I love that word. What are we using? And then that's not enough. They're like, oh yeah, let's just douse it with lemon juice.
Oh, before that, Kay, let's talk about the preparation. They shuck it. So they stick a knife in and bust its head open, and that's it. So there's a little bit of torture in there, depending. Some vegans say whatever, but cool.
Yeah.
Bust it open, yeah. Then they dash it down. Then please continue because I've got to build to
and
this.
then they douse it with lemon juice because it doesn't have a taste really by itself, does it?
So they knife it up and put it back in and douse it with lemon juice or like a garlic thing or like a chili thing. And let's be honest, that's what you taste most of when you have the oyster. And how do you consume the oyster, Kay?
You've got to put it by your mouth and go...
Yeah, and what do they suggest? Do they suggest you chew it and feel the mouthfeel of it and the flavour? So they just swallow it. So basically, it's a big sea bogey. That's what it is. A sea bogey with spice.
I was going to say something else, but yeah.
For real, bro. I hear where you're going, but people love to clip shit online, you know? And I'm not, you know.
No.
Get me?
It's just, it's like the biggest scam ever, bro. No one, and if you go, I've been craving oysters, you are a liar.
Yeah. You
are a liar.
I've never gone in my life. I've consumed oysters, but I've never gone, wow, I cannot wait for oysters. Do you know what? Whenever I've had oysters, having the start of a see, this marketing, bruv. It's marketing.
Aphrodisiac.
Marketing. Think about it. They've got this thing that's like
why the aphrodisiacs are matching Afro? Because everything else
is big, isn't it?
Well, it refers to black people.
Afro, big hair, innit? You know what I'm saying, bro? Man's got aphrodisiac. Yeah, you get me?
That was another song apparently they heard in America.
What?
Aphrodisiac by Brandy.
Really? Oh, man. So
you know when we were saying they heard
US releases.
Yeah, anyway. But
oysters. Can we polish off oysters? Yeah, so basically you're drinking sea bogies, yeah, covered in stuff. They say it's an aphrodisiac. You have to have them fresh. It is marketing 101. And do you know what? There is one saying that goes over this, right? Which is, there's two sayings actually. The British one is, bravest be the first man that has an oyster because he was a liar. And the second one is this is market 101. If you get something that tastes like, it's true, Braveth was the first man who tried an oyster. Because he was. Looking at that, bruv. I've got to be in a desperate situation to eat that. That is, I'm on a desert island and I'm about to die. And it's like, this is something, I don't know if it's edible or not. This could be poison. Fuck it, if it's poison, I'm gone. If it's food, I'm here.
I don't know where you'd even get the idea to eat that. There's certain foods I look at and go, who?
Do you know what I think it was? Two bears on a ship, yeah? Brer one goes, I just caught this thing, yeah? Shucks it open. Look at that. Someone goes, I bet you £20 you won't eat that, bruv. £20, yeah? Show me the money. Shows him the money. He goes, what does it taste like? Tastes like shit, bruv. But you know what? We could market this. Just needs a little bit of lemon juice, garlic powder, whatever.
We've said it on here before. It was the same thing with, lobsters.
Yes. And here's the saying that people use. Acquired taste. When people say that, to me, what you've said to me is my translator goes, tastes like shit.
So, but you said that to me about beer.
Yeah, but nah. But beer is a process. Beer is a process where you can see someone is deliberately gone to make that, and it's common, Kay. It's a common thing.
I know, but you've said to me it's an
for someone with little gal taste buds like you, innit? That's why.
This guy,
soft boy taste buds.
Yeah.
Can't even drink coffee no more, man. Man, I have to drink tea and them thing there.
No, but you were saying it's an acquired. I'm only using your own words back against.
And I'm saying to you, you got little soft taste buds, bro. That's why you can't take a little
was an
beer.
Acquired taste.
No, it's a man-quired taste, isn't it? Let me double down on my misogyny, yeah? Yeah. Yeah. When you're ready, when you level up enough, yeah, you might smell the hops. You don't have to, bruv. There's non-alcoholic beers. You smell the hops, bruv, and you'll be like, I respect that, man, still. Beer just takes a little while to get into. That's
so it's an acquired taste.
But it's not
you have to acquire it.
It's not shit. It is not the shit level of what like an oyster is.
No, but you have to acquire it. You have to get to the
I think it comes with age, you know, beer, if I'm honest with you. I think if you're a kid, it doesn't appeal to you. But as an older man, you taste by
about
olives. Yeah. Olives look so much. Thing is, a beer, you can at least admit that a beer on a hot day, if you look at that, you could hold a bit, not drink it, hold a beer and be like, that feels like a refreshing drink. That looks, you can see condensation running down it. That looks like a drink of sorts that could be refreshing. You look at an oyster, at what point are you going to look at that and go, and I've never heard someone say, do you want to go out for oysters this Friday? And I'm like, yes, I can't wait for oysters.
What about caviar?
That's good oysters. Another one. It's another bullshit
I've seen how caviar's been made and it really put me off.
Well, it's just scoop it out of a fish puss, isn't it?
Yeah. And I was just like, yeah.
Roe I like. I like roe from Fresh Scallops. If you get king scallops, King scallops, and you get the roe off them, they're tasty. You get me? Cornwall does them as well. You can get them in Cornwall for like a pound a scallop. Come up here, it's 20 quid.
I love middle class, Marcus, because
what?
you act like I'm the...
How's that middle class?
No,
£1 a scallop?
No.
Eating the food of the land? How's that middle class? Eating the food of the land?
I know, like, Marcus. Do you know what's so funny, yeah? I just... There's this image that Marcus portrays that I'm the, like, middle class, high class one, yeah? But I just know that Marcus on a Sunday morning, yeah, he frequents farmers markets, or he goes down to his local Waitrose and he's there with, like, he gets the trolley and it's just really quiet, got an audio book in his ears, just going down the aisles and going, what's this? And he's just like looking at like shortbread biscuits and just like anything that you know. Just gives himself a little treat and just puts them in really nice, wearing his Birkenstocks as he just goes and travels around the whole supermarket. I love. Oh, this one. Oh yes, for organic. Oh, from the Hebrides. Love it. Lovely.
I would love to spend a weekend like that, but when I got the scallops, I got them for £1 a scallop, bruv. Can't get them at that price here, man. You get me? So that's what I got them for, bruv. It's nice. £12 for a dozen. 12. There you go. Wax them down. There you go.
How is that? You still cooking those garlic bread air fryer things that you were making?
Oh, why'd you remind me about those, bruv? Those are the sorts of things I need to forget. I've not had one for a while, but I'll probably have one today. That was like a TikTok made me do it. And I'll be honest with you, Kay, the algo's got me, on TikTok. I looked at one Biscoff pancake, right, with banana and some chocolate stuff on it. And the algorithm went, you like high calorie TikTok. So high calorie TikTok has been hitting me. You know when it's like, and some of it annoys me, but I still watch it, where people just take something that's quite nice already, quite balanced seasoning and flavorings, yeah, and just deep fry it or put butter on it. The ultimate hack in it. So what we're going to do is we're going to put some butter on it, mix in some salt, pepper, and some more seasoning and deep fry it and put some cheese on it. I'm like, that looks
I hate when they do the restaurant, when restaurants start doing this. This is the largest, you'd be like, hi guys, this is the largest sort of banquet you're going to get in just some fucking, like, they've got like, it's 45 hot wings and just loads of chips and a pizza.
Yeah. What I know you said to yourself, Loic, you've always wanted a naan bread as big as a table. If you come to this place, they do a naan bread the size of a table, like that kind of thing.
What I don't like though, yeah, is a lot of people for Ramadan go in to break their fast with like these massive feasts. Where you're like, bro, you're defeating the whole purpose.
What are you meant to? You're not like what are you meant to? Is it meant to be a humble meal, or is it meant to be like a big clarting of food?
It's not meant to be a big clarting of food. No,
really.
Yeah, you're meant to just be. You're meant to be quite humble with everything.
But could you have a humbly?
A lot of Islam is about humility.
Yeah, but could I have no, and I'm not taking the piss. Could I have a humble kilogram of rice for dinner? If it's just plain brown rice, that's quite humble.
I mean,
or are you meant to have like a?
I just think don't be gluttonous, right? When I see certain people going, oh yeah, here's the meal I'm breaking my fast with, and it's like, all right, a pizza's fine. No, it's a pizza, then more stuff.
Okay,
right, and it's like, yo, pace yourself.
I don't know how I've never fasted in that respect.
So you wake up in the morning before sunrise.
Oh yeah, I know that.
To get a small breakfast, right? But again, people...
A small breakfast?
Yeah, I mean...
You can't bang 1,000 calories, like 2,000 calories.
You can if you want, but the whole premise of it isn't to just go and... Like you're meant to... You're meant to be fasting during the day, and your mind's meant to be on religion, on God, on being a better person. Not going, oh yeah, what am I going to get tonight? And going like... ham with it. Do you know what I mean? There's a lot of suffering that's required, but like the suffering is like mental discipline and stuff like that. If you're just like going twofold, it's not the ideal thing.
What I've noticed with and I can only speak for my generation, and this goes across all religions, not just Islam, is my friends really like to practice at their level of convenience. And I feel like I see that across all religions. Like, I'm very open about my
so am I.
My stance on religion. Other people are very open, but I do find it. I'm very binary when it comes to. That's a danger word when you say it. I'm very binary when it comes to things. I'm like on or off, right? So for me, I feel like if I was religious, I'd probably go like I'll be. I'm going in.
If you were religious, yeah.
If
I reckon if you converted to Islam, you'd be in a thobe 24/7.
I'm 100, bro.
And
be thobed up.
Hold on. And I don't even think that's down to how religious you are. You're just like, yo, this is comfortable.
100%. 100%. 100%. 100%.
I just see Marcus like, no, I like that.
Bro, listen, yeah. You see me, yeah.
Marcus is like, I'm about to buy one. And
when I put any version of them garbs on, yeah, like a Nigerian agbada, when I'm in them garbs, yeah, bro, I'm like, I get why some immigrant parents try to wear that in the UK weather. I'm dead against it, but I see why, because you want the comfort and you're like, I'll take the cold chills. I'll take the cold chills. Because those garbs are designed for like warmer climates, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I'm very on or off. But I do notice a lot of my friends tend to practice at the level that suits them. So they'll pick the things that are easier to not do, not eat pork, but be banging out. Basically, do you know what I mean? I'm like, okay, cool. So have you ever thought about practicing the other parts? Yeah, well, it's kind of mad, you know, like
it's a personal journey.
It's a personal journey within itself. Like I know some.
No, it is a personal journey.
Yeah. But like with and again, don't think I'm just digging out Islam because I'm digging out all religions. I got people all over the place. Like I know some people that are Catholic, Christian, born again as well that do some real. Well, then there's the classic joke here in the UK. This is an adult podcast, right? You know, there's like the Catholic virginity, innit? There's that whole joke, innit? You're not allowed to have sex in the vagine, so you go for the boom.
Oh, but that's universal.
You're like, yeah, that's see what I mean? That's across all religions, isn't it? Like, yeah, I mean,
that's across that, but that's more to do with
let's be honest, it's a loophole. It's a loophole, bro. It's a loophole. It's a more of a chocolate starfish.
It's a loophole.
It's a loophole. Oi, come on. Have I got news for you? Come on, that's
definitely a loophole.
That's not the weak level.
That is, it's I think one of those the whole thing with that side of things is more to do with the tradition, you know, honor and thinking like there's some purity and virginity and all of that stuff, but there's no like male version of that.
I just think it's easier to give up pork than it is pum-pum.
Oh, 100%.
That's what it is. 100%.
Well, you say that though, but like sometimes you go out and eat and it's like, oh, here's our thing, chicken with bacon on it. Bacon on it. And you're like, yo, bro, like you don't need to put bacon in everything.
If you give me 100% right. But if you give me the consequence of no longer being able to enjoy myself the way all humans are designed to, if I accidentally consume some swine, bruv, I am militant with what I eat from now on. I am militant, bruv. But, you know, it's not like that. But yeah, everyone chooses the level they operate
I've got tons of intolerances anyway, so.
Lucky you, innit?
I basically eat the same stuff every day. Today it was a bit different. But yeah, like, especially since I've been on that diet, I basically eat the same stuff every day.
I love that.
Which is literally like 3% turkey, fat mince.
You starting to enjoy it? Are you starting to find flavours in places that you didn't expect?
Marcus, no.
You're not? Is broccoli sweet for you yet?
No, so what was a game changer for me, because all my food is basically tasteless, bone broth.
Yes.
Bone broth, slap a little bit of salt and pepper on that and then put it over like your rice and
Are you calculating the calories on your bone broth?
Yes.
Okay, very
good.
The
one I've got is like, there's two different ones I've got, but one's like 36 calories per 10, 20 grams and then the other one's like 80.
High in salts as well.
Yeah, great for you. And it's a good way to get your protein count up as well. So basically, I'm just like, I just have that and then. But I've lost a lot of weight. My waist has gone down in inches.
Yeah,
inches.
Nice.
What are we talking about?
Were you like a size 12 now or 10?
I don't know in female sizes, but
gal taste buds.
Gal taste buds, you know. Sorry, I don't. Listen, I don't condone the misogyny that's been bandied about in this podcast.
So it's me versus your. Oh, I can't even finish that sentence.
No,
your taste buds. That's a bit.
I don't know. How much Andrew Tate have you been watching this last week?
I don't know, man. I was just trying to catch up with your consumption, really. I was like, what would happen if I consumed as much right-wing media as Kay? Who knows?
Well, it's funny because ever since last week, right? You know, I was talking about the whole thing. Now they're saying
about how you're a bit more right-wing every week.
No, you know the right wing when I was telling you about their reform or imploding.
Oh, yeah.
So this is another thing that makes me laugh, right? One of the main members of reform is Zia Youssef. which is
I'm going to presume they are not Caucasian.
Yeah. And then there's another guy called Ben Habib.
I'm going to presume they are not Caucasian.
I mean, look, these names...
Is there Asian in there?
Probably, but these names aren't something you'd expect from a right-wing party. Anyway, basically, because Nigel Farage is against the other guy that got kicked out, Rupert Lowe, they've been... This is so funny. The right wing have now been using AI pictures of Nigel Farage as a Muslim and saying he is a Muslim sympathizer. And they would, this is how stupid they are. Hold on. They were like, Nigel Al-Farage. I was like, look, if you're going to make that joke, or you could have just got Nigel Al-Farage.
Al-Farage. You get me?
You didn't need to go Nigel Al-Farage. You could have gone Nigel Al-Farage. Like, it was right there. It was literally in his name. He gave you enough syllables to make that joke. Nigel. You could have just gone Nigel Farage. And you fucked up that joke because you're too fucking stupid.
So in your email to your boys at Reform, did you send that feedback to them?
No, because I'm back in the other guy. Reform aren't right wing enough for me.
That is mad. Are we really still weaponizing Islam?
Oh
and
yeah,
being
but
Muslim?
Islam is the punching bag for all of these problems, and it doesn't help that you got like Indian guys that hate Islam in India, even perpetuating it even more. Yeah, there's a lot to do with that as well. But
Religion,
what I'm
man.
saying is, when they start sending you lot back, yeah, I'll be there. Like I'll give you a good send off.
Who? Me? I'm not getting sent back.
I've had a chat with my mate.
That's why my Nigerian passport's taking so long. They're not giving me any options. They want me passport-less.
I've had a chat with my mates.
Yeah, okay. Noted.
You've been talking about carnival a bit too much.
Noted. Yeah, why don't you follow the leader over there, mate? Why don't you...
So, was it a boat or plane that you wanted to leave?
Like, I'll have a choice, mate. Like, I'll have a choice.
No,
whatever I
I'll
ask for, I'll get the opposite.
I'll give you that choice. If you want to go back on a boat, I mean, it will take a bit longer, but then just think of it as a cruise.
I'll take a boat. Yeah, I'll take the scenic route.
But my granddad fought for this country. That's very nice to hear.
Well done.
Thank you for your service. Apparently, you stole from the land, did we? Take you and your podcast equipment on that boat and broadcast from there.
That's funny, man.
Funny. The whole thing with that is like it's like where does it end? Like when people go, oh yeah, let's send these people back. Where does it end, and how do you decide who to send back and who do you not send back?
They'll start with
illegals.
They'll start with skin color.
No, but they'll start with quote unquote illegals.
Then it's skin color.
No, then they'll go, were you born here?
Yeah.
And I wasn't.
But
so
that's the level after. It's get rid of a certain skin color, like of a generation. It's the darkest first, bruv.
I'll say they want to get rid of brown first.
Reckon?
Nowadays, yeah. Because with the way Islam's being weaponized, they think Sikhs are Muslim, bro. They'll get rid of anybody brown first.
Big up my Sikhs, man. Some of the maddest weddings I've been to, Sikh weddings. Yeah, it's mad. You'd get drunk just breathing the air, bruv. I'm just saying. I've partied with many a culture, and Sikhs get a Sikh wedding.
Wow, what was that Sikh duo that were producers? They done that song with Twister. The Cray Twins.
Cray Twins, that's it. Big.
Cray Twins. I wonder what their real names are.
Not Cray. Definitely not Cray.
What? Why, Mark?
I just feel like it's got an East London twang to it, you know?
I remember when I first saw like the Cray Twins, and then like it was a song playing on the radio, and then it was like the video came out, and I was like, hold on, what? Wait, what? Cray Twins are Sikh? I had no fucking idea.
Yeah, man.
Mental.
But yeah, no, you're probably right. They'll probably go, were you born here? Then it's where your parents born here.
Yeah.
Then it's you're a bit brown.
Yeah, so then when you fill out the form, you go, was one of your parents born here? And you're like, yes. And that's cool. So then you've made it to the next round, innit?
Yeah.
So then when that round of like redundancies are happening, let's just call them redundancies.
Yeah. You are, well, you become to us, yeah.
So wherever, like I'll be saying goodbye, innit? Like on the boat and whatever. And then like you're at Dover and then one guy goes, what are you doing here? What are you doing here?
Be like, see that guy waving me off? Him and his boys. Yeah.
And then they were like, oh yeah, so the guy's looking at it, oh, it says one of your parents were born here. Who's the other one born?
Used to be part of the Empire. I don't know if you heard of it. Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, we need to make some adjustments to this form here. I think it doesn't account for something else. Well, no. They'll ask you that as well. This is how they. Are you good at football?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, very good. Very good. Could I'm up there with him. I'm up there with him. Yeah.
Premier League level? Oh, brilliant. No, you can stay. You can. How do you fancy playing for Bournemouth or Nottingham Forest?
Up for it.
Lovely.
Fancy my chances this season. Let's go.
Right, let's see you kick that ball.
Yeah, there you go. Smash it.
They'll give you a chance to score 3 penalties and you miss one and it's like, well, there you go.
Can you imagine? Oh, that I'm ruined football. I love that in this scenario I've gone first as well. That's
no. I told you I'll go first.
Yeah.
I told you I'll go first, and then they'll look at the form again and they're like, "Well, there's something wrong with this."
Podcaster as a profession.
No, they'll be like, "Oh, what other attributes can you have?" Because that's how they look. Like, I mean, sports is the one they go. Because any of my black friends as well, like teachers will be like, "Yeah, you could do some sports."
Oh yeah. I didn't realise how weird that was because I got asked it all my life until I was a little bit later than I should have. It's like,
I'm shit.
Are you into sports? And I was into all sports. I was like, yeah, how did you know? But I was like, it's just stereotyping. But yeah, and I'm going to keep this light, right? But I've recently realised...
Well, we have been. Like, we're talking about getting ourselves deported. We're joking about it.
Well, we laugh, but who knows, isn't it?
I don't know where they deport me to, but that's a different story.
Where they send everyone else?
Bro...
Where were they sending in Africa again? It's fucking slipped.
Rwanda.
You'd be in Rwanda, bruv.
I don't know. No, I think they got rid of that deal, bro.
I don't know where they'll send you then.
Don't send me to... if I could pick where I'd be sent to, I don't even know, like, because they're giving me money to stay there as well.
I don't know how it works, bruv. Something tells me that they ain't going to be
What would
you ain't going to go there. It's going to be a nice 2-bed apartment. What
would make you consider it? What would make you consider it?
Nothing.
Because I love being British, innit?
Yeah.
I love being British, innit? Like, no matter what, everywhere's got its like negative aspects, but I love being British.
Put me on a Costa del Sol, yeah. Put me in a Costa del, yeah. I want a 2-bedder, yeah. I'll even take a shared swimming pool between apartments.
2 up, 2 down, nah.
Yeah, if it's 2 up, 2 down, I'll take that. But if I'll just take a 2-bed villa, you know what I mean? So I can have some guests over. You get me? I'll have some euros every month. That's what I take. Bit of sunshine.
Do you know what it is? What I love about being British as well, though, Marcus.
Yeah.
I know people say there's a lot of things people say, but I just love the fact that there's a level of cynicism that we have that you can't match anywhere else in the world.
Yeah.
And some of the sayings that we have in this country are fucking beautiful. Like, I love when, like, you go in a room and say, what's all this then?
Yeah, what's all that?
What's all this about?
What's all this then? Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? That's I love that shit. Like, what's all this then? Or like, fucking the lights are on, but no one's at home. Fucking, do you know how amazing a saying that is? The lights are on, but nobody's at home.
Yeah. Or if you've done a good job, yeah, but you want to kind of be self-deprecating, every dog has his day.
Yeah. Come on, man.
Yeah,
like, there's some fantastic British sayings, man. Like, well, we need to like exploit that. Like, do you know what I mean? We'll stop using American sayings and stuff.
You know what? And I'm not going to say all Americans, but I think our slang bangs over there, man. I think it bangs when they see a film like a Lock, Stock or something like that. Probably actually Lock, Stock's a bit too far.
Slang, innit?
Lock, Stock, I've seen someone from America watch it and it's like another language to them. They do not understand it. You have to like explain. But I think like a nice level of Cockney accent. I think that's Jason Statham. There you go.
I think we need a mix between
Michael Caine. Yeah, I mean, I think he does it. He's the right level. But yeah, man, American
I think we need a mix
good,
between.
But we got some bangers over
not
here.
too top boy,
yeah,
and not Lock, Stock,
and not
somewhere in the middle.
And then when we talk the middle, let's just delete all of Canadian slang out of this as well, because that is for me. I love you guys. Yo, Krosky, what's going on, bro? Wagwan, what? Why are you sounding like you're Northern and you're American and yo, eh?
But the thing is, I remember there was a scene in Top Boy that made me go, all right, you lot are taking a piss. Where it's like,
Really?
are you going to burst on a man? And I was just like, come on, man. Like, just
For starters, pause.
yeah.
For starters, pause, bruv. What? There was no one in the writing room. They weren't writing that. Are you going to burst on a man? In the read-through, on the table read, no one said anything. Because if I was at the table read now, and this is it, I'll be honest with you, right? If I was at the table read, someone said, what, you going to burst on a man? You'd at least get a from me.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys, can we just... I'm sorry to stop it here. Look, I've only got like a standing role. I've got one line, which is get him. But I just want to say, bro, I don't know if that's going to age well. There's this thing that Dipset, Cameron's saying a lot now, and Dame Dash is saying a lot. And I feel like sounds like pro bono, but it's going to change to pause now, and it's going to change what it means in the future.
They did that in that press
conference.
conference,
Are we going to do that?
They?
Yeah. Oh, New York. I loved it. Who was it? Who was
For a
talking?
boxing press conference. It was Oscar
De La Hoya. I was talking.
Oscar De La Hoya was
and
talking.
New York was not having it.
He said something like, what was it when he gets on top or something like that? And he was like, hey, yo.
And he was like, I'm sorry, what? I apologize. Hey, yo.
Everyone was like, hey,
yo. Yeah.
I was just like, what a fucking funny crowd that was. But sorry, what were we talking about? Slang. Yeah,
I'm gonna burst on a man.
Yeah, because that level of it became almost caricaturish. Like, your blood, you got the food and them thing there, my guy. And it was just like people use slang, but not like that every 2 minutes.
I love that Top Boy was trying to represent a part of the UK that isn't represented. But it's very hard to do.
Dealers?
It's hard to do that. It's very hard to do that. Yeah, it's very hard to do that without making it caricature.
Yeah.
So for me, as somebody who has, and it might be a surprise for you to hear because I don't sound like it, I've come from an area that's like that, still in and around it here and there and that. For me to see that
when he
on
gets
TV,
the shipments, he's really quiet about it.
Protein. But when you see that stuff, I'm like, it's cool. It's like, how do I put it to you? It's like being somebody who had to be around the Cray twins when they were doing their madness in real life.
The Asian ones or the
Asian ones, yeah. Well, I don't know which are which.
The Sikh ones or
the Sikh ones, yes. When the Sikh ones were in the studio, when the Cray twins were doing what they're doing, like imagine for yourself, the listener, you're in a pub and you see that level of violence. Yeah, you were there for that level of violence. You witnessed that level of violence. Yeah,
Tom Hardy and his brother.
There. Yeah. And then you watch a movie about it where they kind of make it look nicer and more fun in it and a bit more clean cut. Yeah, you get me. Like, and I think so it's kind of one of them ones, isn't it?
Violence is fun until you're involved.
Yes.
Like, people love watching fights and stuff, and it's like, but once you're involved, it's a completely different ballgame.
And you can tell a lot of people will tell you like grandioso stories about them being in like near close misses to violence and stuff like that, or being in near to being in fights and stuff like that. And you can just tell that they've never been around it. And I don't advocate being like yesterday was St. Paddy's Day, yeah, and I was in Central, and I was walking along, and I saw a young guy like 20 years old walk into some older dude and bump into him, and the guy dropped all his stuff, and the guy went, "Oh, bother," like that, yeah. And then the kid went, "What? What'd you fucking say to me?" And the old man, brother, I could tell he looked a bit handy. He was like, "Don't talk to me like that." And then he says, "Don't fucking talk to me like that, mate," with proper geezery. And this kid was like, "How old are you?" And I was like, "This is how I know you've watched too many TV shows, because how old are you? What, like he's going to be old enough for you to now get..." And
this is why I want to learn jiu-jitsu to black belt level. Because by the time I'm that age and some little fucker tries it with me, and then I'm like,
you're just lying on the floor. Come on then. But yeah, man. And I just had to step in and be like, yo, all right, bro, enjoy your St. Paddy's Day. And the old man was like, do you know what's funny? The old man said sorry to me. I was like, bro, you didn't do anything. You were just defending yourself. He goes, he's just a drunk dickhead. But I'm like, people like, I know, bro, I am not violent. I'm not an advocate of violence. I am a big softie, yeah?
This is what pissed me off, right?
I'm softer than Kay's taste buds. There you go. Out here, man.
Just more and more personal insults. More ad hominem attacks. Thank you very much. This was something that pissed me off like last week. I saw this video of the...
Homo what? Did you call me, bruv? Sorry. Do you know what? Sorry. Do you know what I'm in this mood today?
You mean to add homo to what? No, anyway.
Man said I'm a homo him, you know. Bruv, I don't care like all this gender stuff, bruv. Don't try it on me, you know, bruv. The reason I'm like in this mood today is because I've recently found out, and we'll talk about it in the Patreon because we're probably going to go in a bit, is there's a lot more people around me that are racist, like actual proper racist.
Really?
Yeah, man. You're gonna have that realization
Friends
soon as well.
Or family
Friends,
members?
no friends now. People that are just around me is the best way of me putting it.
Because family members, it's a tough one, isn't it?
Everyone's racist, yeah. I'm gonna say that, yeah. But the degree of racist,
I would certainly say that
you're more racist than me. 100%. I would agree with that.
I would certainly say that, like, people like my parents, when they first came to this country, it was a culture shock to them.
And that is acquired taste. See what you did there?
But
culture shock.
No, it was a culture shock to them, right? Do you know what I mean?
What is that? So what is that, you know?
No, they never said what is that.
It speaks. Oh, you're a dread, bro.
No, not like, no, never that. Yeah. But it was a culture shock to them. Do you know what I mean? It's like, especially like my parents lived in Brixton.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So then, but then throughout the years, it's like, it's just normalized to them. But it's like when you're not exposed to different cultures and different religions and stuff from an early age, you're more likely to be ignorant.
Yeah, man.
Whereas when you're in and amongst it, you're like, fine. My dad ended up having friends because he used to go to the leisure centre and stuff like that.
You just said his dad has black friends. It's cool.
No. He made friends. Do you know what I mean? I never said he's... But do you see where I'm coming from? But like, to begin with, he probably was like, had this vision of whatever, do you know what I mean, other cultures were like, and didn't know how to, not just like black people, but like Asians, whatever. But when they were in and amongst it, it's a different thing. And as they've gone on through time, like any outdated views that they may have gone. But then there's certain people that even live in this country, but because they've just been in their enclave for years and years and years, they've never had to interact with people in that fashion. And there are some that have interacted with it, but they've still kept their views. Yeah. There are those ones as well. So it's a bit mad. It's like that Shane Gillis joke, which really exemplifies how mad racism is ingrained in people. Where he goes, every white guy's done it. That question when they ask their woman, they go, "You ever remember the black guy?" And he's like, "It's fucked up."
I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah. So he was saying most white guys.
I didn't even know that, you know.
Yeah, so he was like, so the joke was on SNL, he was like, he's like, every white guy asks their missus this question, and then everyone in the crowd starts laughing because they already knew what was coming, right? And then he goes, so you can't ask it straight away. You've got to wait for her to bring it up, blah, blah, blah. So he's like, we were at my black mate's house. We come out. There was a guy called... He's a guy called Jamal, whatever. I've known him for a long time. He's like, we're driving home, and she's like, Jamal's handsome. And he's like, that's when I was like, okay, she brought it up, so you can ask the question. And I was like, you ever been with a black guy? And then she was like, ew, no. And he's like, what the fuck? Why? Ew. Are you racist?
Yeah.
But it's like that kind of racism that's ingrained in people that go, I never even thought that was a thing that people did.
Oh
yeah, but then it goes through. There's a lot of like obsession with the sexualization of a black man is an old thing that's been brought out throughout the ages.
And I'll be honest, I hear about it more than people outside of the black community.
100%.
I mean, if you want to see an example of it, there is a joke on the live show as well, which you can check by going to patreon.com/exactly.
100%. That stuff.
Yes, I'm monetizing my dick. Go on.
that stuff.
Sorry, I just want to say, and that's just the edge of what goes on the show. Anyway,
but that stuff permeates into like why people, like black men being fetishized, etc., and then being like this whole attitude from other men of other races, thinking, oh my god, like I'm inadequate in comparison to this, blah 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 blah. And there's this almost weird obsession to it. But yeah, Shane Gillis has got a great bit where the whole thing like really encapsulates that level of racism in that. But I don't even know how we got onto that. But yeah, the racism, you were saying people around you are racist.
Yeah, and you just started talking about my dick, so I don't know, bruv. That's mad out here.
Not your dick. What are you fucking talking about, bruv?
Bruv, you and your taste buds on a mad thing today. That's so let's see. Kay's looking at the clock like, is it time? The commentators for this podcast are going, he's on the ropes now, he's had a hard one. He's looking at the clock, he just wants to go into overtime. You've had a hard one. He's had a hard one.
You've had a hard one.
I'm sorry, I'm in a childish mood because I've got to laugh at it. And you know what, Kay? I'm genuinely really shocked by that. Like, I've never thought of that being I've never, and I'm almost, listen, guys, this kind of conversation is going to have to change soon because I'm getting too old to talk about stuff like this, but I've never questioned who someone has been with.
It's ridiculous.
After a certain age. Because I'll be honest, when I was young, as a teenager, we were really on this stupid level of, so I say a very advanced teenager for the record. We were very stupid in our community about like someone being with someone else, polygamy and monogamy, men and women standards. They were very weird and skewed and stuff like that, and everything was really silly. So people would care who you've been with, but not because of the color of their skin. It was like, who are they with? Were they with a lot of people? Vice, like whatever. But I've never thought about who someone is, and I think a good friend of mine. One thing he said to me, because I remember I said something to him when I was growing up, and it was like a really small moment of realization with me. I was like, I hear you with so and so, and he was like, yeah, and I'm like, wasn't she with so and so? And he was like, he turned to me and he was like, almost felt like a cinematic moment. He turned to me and went, yeah, but it's my time now. And I was like, God damn it, it is your time now. And I was like, he goes, and if it's not my time anymore, it's not my time anymore. And I was like, God damn,
yeah,
my man came with the real talk. But like, I'm genuinely shocked by that, K. I like, yeah, I really.
I'll send you that monologue. Yeah.
Nah, I'm all right, man. I get it. You give me the good gist.
No, it's funny though. Like watching the whole thing's funny.
I hope he didn't really. I hope he didn't ask his girlfriend that. I hope he just did it to be funny.
100% he did.
Then I don't like him for that. That's racist, bruv. Do you get me? So you're telling me to watch it and give him money? Nah, I'm not. I can't. It's not funny now.
It was on SNL.
If he did it. So he did it on live TV. Admitted to being
on SNL.
Yeah, that's weird for me.
Yeah, but this is the thing about being a comedian, though. You have to be. You have to be vulnerable to an extent where like you pick up the part of you that you know everybody else
Did he say that he was racist then? Was he admitting his racism in it?
I can't remember that. I don't think he did, no.
So then,
but no, he does say it's racist.
Okay.
It's racist to ask. He's like, this
did
is
he say,
racist.
I'm racist?
No, he didn't.
We should have said it then. Sit in it properly. Sit in it. Sit in it, man.
Yeah. Anyway, what way to end the pod?
We're all racist. Yeah, I've said it, and I can sit in that because I know we all have bias. Yeah. Before we get out of here quickly, but like, you should have said it, man. I'm not a comedian, but don't bust the joke if you're not ready to be in the joke in the thing.
That's an interesting way of looking at it.
You know what I mean?
About that, actually.
Rewrite a lot of that tour material, okay? If you. Okay, like,
no,
that's on the floor.
There's a joke I've got now is about what it would take for me to be racist.
Is that the N-word joke? Are you still going to say it?
I've not got an
Because I was going to say, it didn't go down well.
No.
When you did the
Ladies and gentlemen,
work in progress.
have a great day. See you later. Bye-bye.